So now, the two types of notary certificates that you will see the most often. These are not the only types of notary certificates, but is the two types of notary certificates that you are going to see the most often, whether you are doing loan signing work or general notary work. And those are jurats and acknowledgements. So let's talk about them because they are different. I see people call things acknowledgements all the time when it's not an acknowledgement. All right. There is a difference between a jurat and an acknowledgement. So we're going to start with jurats. So the purpose of a jurat is for a signer to swear or affirm the truthfulness of the contents of a document to a notary or notarial officer. Okay. So then how do you know if a notary certificate is a jurat? All you got to do is look for the word sworn. If you see the word sworn in a notary certificate, then most likely that notary certificate is a jurat. All right. That's the super simple way to know that. Now, the jurat requires the following steps. So if the certificate that's on there is a jurat, the following things have to happen. The signer must appear in person before you and sign the document in your presence. For a jurat, you have to watch the signer sign the document, okay? You should also positively identify the signer according to your state's notary law. Always, guys, always, always, always identify the signer according to your state notary law. Then you need to perform the oath as required by your state notary law. So when you are doing a jurat, when people are swearing, when this thing says sworn, then it should just be like in court. You as the notary should administer a spoken oath or affirmation, and the signer must respond out loud. Silent answers like a nod of the head are not acceptable. How many people are getting oaths when they do a jurat? Now, keep in mind, because I'm always going to tell you guys, watch out for these things. While it may not be required by your state notary law, it is strongly recommended that you have the signer raise his or her right hand to emphasize the seriousness of the oath or affirmation. So the other question I get, especially when doing loan signings, is, well, can I just do one oath? Do I have to do an oath every time I get to a jurat? What do I need to do? What am I going to tell you? Check your state notary law. I love y'all, but I'm not going to learn the state notary law for 50 states. All right. So some states may be okay with you just doing one oath at the beginning of the signing. Some states may require that you do a separate oath for each jurat in a package. Some states don't specify. So then that means it's going to be up to you and your best judgment. But bottom line, if there is a jurat in a package, an oath should be administered. Now I already know people are going to say, well, I bought a house and there was jurats in there and they did not have me swear an oath. What did I tell y'all? A lot of notaries, a lot of escrow officers don't do what they're supposed to do. That does not make it right. Okay. You need to learn and follow your state notary law for yourself. If you choose to not administer an oath, that's on you, right? That's your choice. But again, if it goes to court and if one of the questions that is asked to the signers is, hey, did the notary have you swear an oath? And they say no, that's on you. That's on you, boo. That's on you. Okay. Again, I'm not telling you what to do, but just be aware of what the law is and realize if you don't follow the law, that's on you. So now here on the screen, I have a sample jurat that is acceptable for Texas. Again, different states have different requirements. This is a Texas jurat. If you are in a different state, your state may have some slightly different requirements. But again, if you look, the very first word in the body of this notary certificate is the word sworn. So automatically, I know that this is a jurat because it says sworn. All right, so hopefully that helps you guys understand about jurats. If it does, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Did that help you understand a little bit about jurats? So now I'm going to start talking to you guys about the other type of notary certificate, which is an acknowledgement. Again, jurats and acknowledgements are both notary certificates. They're just two different types of notary certificates. So the purpose of an acknowledgement is for a signer whose identity has been verified to declare to a notary that they willingly signed the document. So with an acknowledgement, they're not even saying that the information in this document is true. With a jurat, they're swearing that it's correct. But with an acknowledgement, it's not even asking whether or not the information in the document is correct. All the signer is saying is that, yes, I acknowledge that this is my signature on the document. And again, the way to determine whether a certificate is an acknowledgement is you will see the word acknowledged. So if you see the word acknowledged, then that means it is an acknowledgement. It's not very tricky, right? Once somebody kind of explains it to you, you're like, oh, this makes sense. So an acknowledgement requires the following steps. Again, the signer must physically appear before you. Personal appearance is always a requirement. The signer must physically appear before you. Again, you must positively identify the signer according to your state notary law. Now, here's something that's also different from jurats. The signer may either sign the document before appearing before you or in your presence. So with an acknowledgement, you do not have to see the person sign the document, okay? But the signer must declare or acknowledge that they did sign the document for its intended purpose. All right. So now you guys can see that's why we've got these two different types of certificates, because they are doing two totally different things. So then here in Texas, we have a long form acknowledgement and a short form acknowledgement. Basically, we got a wordy acknowledgement and we got an acknowledgement that's not so wordy. So on the screen right now, I have a sample long form acknowledgement. And again, I know it's an acknowledgement because I see the word acknowledged in that certificate. So that's the long form acknowledgement. Here is the short form acknowledgement. They're both acknowledgements. One's just more wordy than the other. But again, I know that this is acknowledgement because I see the word acknowledged in it. Hey guys, was this video helpful? If so, make sure that you click that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell. And this video was just a small portion of a longer video. If you want to watch that full video, make sure that you click the link down below. And if you need training and mentoring so that you can start your own successful signing agent business, make sure to click the link above to check out and join my Signing Agent Advanced training program. Thanks again for watching. This is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics, hoping that you have a productive and profitable day.